financial problems, elder law, criminal law, tax problems, business matters, divorce, personal injury, bankruptcy, your life, your reality. Life is complicated. There is the law and there is reality. Welcome to Law and Reality, sponsored by THAV GROSS. Now here's your host, Ken Gross.
Welcome to this segment of Law and Reality. Today's topic is Medicaid planning in the COVID-19 area. Good morning, Brian Small.
Morning, Ken. Pleasure to be here this morning.
Jeffrey Linden.
Virtual good morning to you and yours, Ken.
Yes, and last but absolutely not least, Pat Simasco.
Good morning, everybody. Glad to be here.
Pat, this is your topic, Medicaid planning.
I'm ready.
In the COVID area.
I'm ready.
So I really want to dig deep into it. We haven't kind of covered this in a while. So if you can, Pat, how did you get into doing elder law? What did you start out that way?
I started doing estate planning, and then I got asked to do a seminar at a nursing home. And I did the seminar just like exactly the ones that we do. And this young lady shows up. Her dad was in the nursing home. He had Alzheimer's at age 54. And then we started helping her out. We had to keep going to the nursing home to get papers signed up. And next thing you know, we started dating. And now we're married with 3 kids. So that was my wife and her dad. And that's what got me in. And at the same time, my dad had a horrible stroke at age 61. And my grandma, 98, all 3 in the nursing home at the exact same time. So that's what got me going in elder law. So I met my wife in a nursing home.
Yeah, that's unusual. Particularly how old were you when you met her at the?
It's funny because the age that I met her is the age that my daughter is now. She's just graduating from law school. So 25, 26, something like that.
So if she happens to stop at a nursing home, she might meet her future husband.
She could.
It would be a difficult situation right now, though.
Well, it's tough because now the problem that we're having now with the COVID is we're not allowed in the nursing homes to get paperwork signed up. And what's so sad is that it's such a horrible situation for the family members because dad or mom's in the nursing home and they're not letting family members going in to visit. So they're in the hospital and then they put in the nursing home, and where is everybody? They're not coming to visit. They don't understand. It's horrible.
It's going to be horrible anxiety for them.
Yeah.
Because they don't even a lot of them don't even understand why, and all of a sudden they kind of feel like they're abandoned. So
if they're smart enough and mentally competent enough, the family does Zoom or meetings like this or a Skype or iPhone type videos that might help out a little bit. So
yeah, that would help a lot. But I remember when my father was in the nursing home, getting him to even be able to transition to using an iPhone was impossible.
Yeah, for sure.
He was comfortable with his flip phone. And I remember I spent an entire day teaching him how to use the iPhone on a basic way. And he had it all down pat. And so as soon as I went home, I called him on the iPhone, couldn't pick up.
He couldn't remember.
So I had to go and get it back and switch him back to the flip phone the next day. So what is elder law Medicaid planning? What is it about? Why do you do it? What is it trying to accomplish? What's the general overview of why we do this?
It's funny because the elder law has a lot of different elements to it. And I like to refer it to, if you got a family doctor and you have cancer, you're going to the cancer specialist. Elder law is the cancer specialist in the legal department. So mom has to go to the nursing home. What do? How do we protect the assets? How do we get Medicaid? How do we get VA benefits? So that's what we have to do, is look at this family situation. Mom's in the nursing home. Dad just had a stroke. What can we do with the legal paperwork and the financial paperwork, the financial planning to help protect those assets?
So is the driving force the financial side? Because the nursing home, if you have to private pay, is what, $9,000 to $12,000?
Yeah. It's funny. It's not. I've never met a kid that wants mom and dad's money. If they could spend it all taking care of mom and dad, they absolutely would. It's if you're in the nursing home and it's $12,000 a month. No one saved their life for $12,000 a month, and that's what Medicaid is there for, to help pay for that.
That's $144,000 a year. What's the average stay in a nursing home?
It's 32 months. Is the average stay in the nursing home, and roughly a third of us will be in the nursing home. So
that's going to be $500,000 in a
it could be.
Let me ask a quick question, Ken. Pat, with the Medicaid issues that we have going on, and the fact that nursing homes are having so much trauma today with the COVID crisis, do you think, and is there a movement forward to have you be able to have in-home Medicaid care, or is that just an impossibility no matter what?
I'm going to say that's so great question. Medicaid is a huge budget, part of our budget, okay? But the state knows exactly what that Medicaid budget is because they know exactly how many Medicaid beds there are. They know that it costs a third less money to keep mom at home on Medicaid to help pay the at-home costs, but all of a sudden the floodgates open up because everybody in the world wants to stay home and everybody in the world wants to have someone come in and take care of them. So I don't see it happening for a very long time. They're trying to make it happen. But the good thing on Medicaid, though, with the COVID, everybody thinks that, if I go to a Medicaid nursing home, it's a dump. Well, right now, every nursing home and every bed is a dual certified bed. So on private pay, it's $10,000 a month. On Medicaid, it's the same bed, the same food, same dining experience. So
yeah, that's a good segue into what I wanted to say is, how do we get to that point is where you need the Medicaid planning? Here's how I envision it, and then run with it for me, is that mom or dad has to go into the hospital, and then once they're in the hospital, then what happens? They have to then ultimately...
Yeah. So, and that's the planning part that's crucial right now. Like we talk about trying to turn on your phone to get mom to even pick up the phone. We just got approval in the beginning part of April, where the governor is allowing us to do electronic signatures and electronic notarization. We're not allowed to go into the hospital to sign.
Let me cut you off for a second. Let's take a break, and then I want to really dig into this step by step because people really want to know how the whole process works.
Yeah.
COVID-19 presents a fight for our personal and business financial survival. You have to make choices. Cash is critical. Do you tap your retirement, home equity line, or run up the credit cards? You need the right plan to avoid being wiped out, and you need it now. You can't rely on the government or banks. Call us. We're the experts in financial crisis. We were here for you and your business in the Great Recession, and we're here for you now. We'll create a plan and get through this together. THAV GROSS will solve your problem.
Tax problems are major problems. Don't let the IRS levy your wages and seize your assets. There is a solution.
We're THAV GROSS. Our firm will solve your problem.
If you're behind on your taxes and owe money to the IRS, call THAV GROSS.
We've been solving tax problems for 32 years. We stop wage levies, resolve unfiled returns, and obtain the best possible settlements.
Call THAV GROSS today, 888-235-HELP.
I love you too. Bye-bye. That was Jerry. Emma just said her first word.
Oh.
Jerry says hello and they'll be over soon.
Who's Jerry? Is he a friend of yours?
No. This Jerry. Our Jerry. And this is his wife and their little girl.
You can't work. You have to deal with pain and stress. Worse yet, our system for applying for disability benefits seeks to deny you the benefits you're entitled. Jeff Kirshner is an expert in obtaining disability and workers' compensation benefits for his clients. You need to call Jeff before you apply or after you're denied to get the benefits you deserve.
888-235-HELP. 888-235-HELP. If you're retired and in a financial crisis, there is a way out.
It pains me when I see a retired couple exhaust their savings by paying credit card bills and for a home hopelessly underwater.
THAV GROSS specializes in helping retired people in financial crisis.
You just can't keep paying until you're broke. You need to address the problem now.
888-235-HELP. That's 888-235-HELP.
We're THAV GROSS. Our firm will solve your problem.
Carrying too much debt? Resolve your debt. Call THAV GROSS.
You don't need to be broke, and you don't need to hit rock bottom. If you have income and you're struggling with debt, dump it. Think about the next 10 or 20 years. If you do what the banks tell you, you'll have nothing to retire with. There is a solution.
Don't waste your future. Call THAV GROSS. We're experts at eliminating credit card debt. 888-235-HELP. That's 888-235-HELP.
All right, we're back. All right, so Pat, take us through it. So let's take Dad. Dad goes into the hospital.
Right.
He fell. He's getting care. The attendants at the hospital, the assistants have come to the family and said, okay, where would you like us to send him after? And the family goes, what do you mean? Where are you sending?
Yeah, so when you go to the hospital, Medicare is paying the hospital stay. And if you're in the hospital, the old rule is if you're in the hospital for 3 days, now you can go just to the nursing home and you get your rehab home. And then rehab lasts for a total of 100 days. Medicare will pay a total of 100 days with your Blue Cross or supplemental insurance as long as you're getting skilled care stops or the 100-day stops. You're on private pay at $10,000 a month. So that's when you have to get Medicaid in order to help pay the nursing home bill.
So did you say that the 3-day requirement is no longer in effect?
Yep, they waived that because of the COVID, that stuff going on right now. They don't want to send mom to the hospital, get her infected, and then send her to the nursing home and infect the nursing home. So you can take her right from home to the nursing home and get the rehab there.
This is likely a temporary.
Maybe. Well, it's funny. There's a lot of temporary permanent stuff because this actually fixed some of the little phony baloney rules that are out there that may end up, who knows? It is temporary, but we'll see where it goes.
As long as the virus is still out there, the elderly are going to be the most adversely affected. So they're still going to have this constant desire to keep them out of the hospital.
Yeah. So here's the thing with the certain nursing homes in the past weren't all Medicaid beds. So if mom was in a short-term rehab nursing home, they would have to move her to a long-term place, which means the chance of infection just transfers to the next facility. So now all nursing homes are 100% Medicaid.
Right now, the last place I'd want them to go I would rather them be in the hospital than in the nursing home.
Well,
nursing home is like you're waiting to catch it.
Well, we're up to, I think we're up to about 20 people that have passed away so far that have been elderly in nursing homes. But it's just the reality. Now but if you don't do the planning, it's literally $10,000 a month until so that's planning.
So how do you find out about that? You got mom or dad is in the nursing home, and then all of a sudden they come to you and say, hey, your mom's no longer actively rehabilitating or getting skilled care, or her 100 days are up in a week. Well, how are you going to pay? Here's the bill. We're going to take it out of the checking account. How does it work?
That's it. Where do you want us to send the bill to? It's $10,000.
Is it too late at that point to do planning?
Well, never. It's never, ever too late. Just like when you talk about your debt resolution, it's never too late. For a married couple, I can protect every dime of the money immediately if you're a married person. So you have to look at a single person. We can always protect at least half of the money. We can protect the house. We can protect the car. There's a lot of things we can protect, but it falls back on that darn financial power of attorney. If mom's in the hospital, we have to have that power of attorney in place.
Well, explain that more. Okay,
so mom's in the nursing home.
A durable power of attorney?
Yeah, a durable power of attorney is the tool that I need to help protect the assets. I need to be able to have the daughter in power to deal with the life insurance, to deal with the stock, to deal with the IRAs, the 401k plans. If we don't have that, we have to try and get it signed. And we're literally passing papers through windows to get mom to sign these things.
Will they notarize it?
What's that?
Will they notarize it?
Well, that's what you have to get the social worker to notarize it, or we're watching mom through the window
and you can
notarizing this
under the new act, under the executive order. I suppose you could notarize it if you had to.
Now we can notarize it, but like you fall back on how are you going to teach mom to click that button to sign here?
Back up. What is the
financial power of attorney? A durable power of attorney says, I'm picking my daughter to do my financial planning for me. Deal with the banks, deal with the stocks, deal with the IRAs, deal with the house. I'm giving some authority to act for me because I can't do it.
So when do you...
I want to interrupt for a second. This is an auto town, and a lot of people have had UAW legal services as a benefit of being employed through the auto industry.
Right.
They're looking. They've done powers of attorney 10, 15 years ago. Are those going to work?
If that's the only one that we have, yes, we'll try and make it work, but you need to have it updated. Brian, you're way too young for this, but Ken, remember that thing that used to hang on the wall with the big dial on it? You'd put it up to your ear and you would dial, right? That phone worked
very well.
But it doesn't have all of the tools in it. So with the financial power of attorney, it's just a tool. So our financial power of attorney has the paragraphs that we need to say we can do Medicaid planning, we can do gifting, we can do transfers. We need that. We can go to court for mom and help protect the money. We need those paragraphs. So last week we could have protected $600,000 of a married couple's money. The power of attorney that they had didn't have the language in it that I needed. So now we have to go to Plan B.
So in the go ahead, John.
Well, I just had a question. Like, I know I had heard that to get back a number of years, and if you moved assets around, they don't count it. So they treat you as if you have the money that you no longer have.
Yeah.
You've only got 100 days to get on a Medicaid program because you're in the hospital. How do you fix that?
See, that's what people
answer the question. Yeah, we need to take a break. When we do, we'll come back. We'll get that question answered, and then we'll do a couple scenarios.
That's a great question. That's a great question.
Is the debt piling up? Struggling to get by?
It's all about preserving future income. Bankruptcy is one option. When it's right, it's the least costly, most effective way to save your home, eliminate a second mortgage, and wipe out credit card debt. But you need to address the problem now.
We help people with bankruptcy. Call the experts.
We're THAV GROSS. Our firm will solve your problem.
888-235-HELP. That's 888-235-HELP.
You're all set to retire. You have your home paid off, money in the bank, and sound investments. But if you're not careful, all the things that you work so hard for can disappear. At Samasco Financial, we'll help you prevent that. We go beyond ordinary asset management. We'll safeguard everything that you have by creating a plan made specifically for you. How much can you afford to lose? Nothing. Protect the people that you love and the things that you have. Call Samasco Financial today.
Tax problems are major problems. Don't let the IRS levy your wages and seize your assets. There is a solution.
We're THAV GROSS. Our firm will solve your problem.
If you're behind on your taxes and owe money to the IRS, call THAV GROSS.
We've been solving tax problems for 32 years. We stop wage levies, resolve unfiled returns, and obtain the best possible settlements.
Call THAV GROSS today, 888-235-HELP.
I want to remind our viewers to listen to us for Law and Reality Live on the Praise Network, Tuesdays 10 a.m., Saturdays 7 a.m., as soon as we're out of shelter in place, and then on KISS 105.9, Sundays 7 o'clock a.m. Sign up for our monthly contest, free $100 Visa gift card, Law and Reality hat, and copy of my book, Dump Your Debt. Just go on the website, pop your name in, and you're entered. We have a webinar coming up Wednesday, June 17th, 6:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. How do I address my debt issues, business and personal? We're going to talk about how you deal with business debt as well as personal debt so that you can get rid of it, preserve your future income for you and your family. If your business is faltering and you have signed personal guarantees, how do we make that process work so you can get out from under the guarantees so that you can move forward, either start a new business or continue on without it taking you all the way down. We're going to look at our options using bankruptcy, options outside of bankruptcy. Attendees get a free copy of my book, Dump Your Debt. Sign up at thavgross.com, lawandreality.com, or call 888-235-HELP. Then remember, you can always contact us for a free consultation. We do teleconferencing, conferencing over the phone. Once shelter in place is over, we will resume office consultations with proper social distancing. Just call us up anytime, 888-235-HELP, or go online on the website. There's boxes to check for a free consultation. Debt issues, tax issues, estate planning issues, business issues, elder law issues with Pat Samasco, disability issues with Jeff Kirshner, criminal issues with Scott Weinberg. Take advantage of the free consults. It's a way of learning what your options are and the strategy to resolve your problem. Sign up at lawandreality.com or call 888-235-HELP. Also, check out the free reports on the website. There's a great report on resolving tax problems, how to save your home from foreclosure, business formations, loans and grants in Michigan, and also Retiree's Guide from Social Security by Pat Samasco. I want to thank our sponsors, THAV GROSS, Samasco Law, Kirshner Law. Now back to the show.
Carrying too much debt? Resolve your debt. Call THAV GROSS.
You don't need to be broke, and you don't need to hit rock bottom. If you have income and you're struggling with debt, dump it. Think about the next 10 or 20 years. If you do what the banks tell you, you'll have nothing to retire with. There is a solution.
Don't waste your future. Call THAV GROSS. We're experts at eliminating credit card debt. 888-235-HELP. That's 888-235-HELP.
Will I outlive my money?
Medicaid is so confusing.
A will, or do I need a trust?
What if mom needs to go in a nursing home?
At Samasco Law, we have the answers to all of these questions. Our attorneys will eliminate the confusion and develop a plan that's right for you. We are dedicated to veterans benefits, assisted living, and nursing home care. Samasco Law can help prepare you for a long future. Call Samasco Law today.
COVID-19 presents a fight for our personal and business financial survival. You have to make choices. Cash is critical. Do you tap your retirement, home equity line, or run up the credit cards? You need the right plan to avoid being wiped out, and you need it now. You can't rely on the government or banks. Call us. We're the experts in financial crisis. We were here for you and your business in the Great Recession, and we're here for you now. We will create a plan and get through this together. THAV GROSS will solve your problem.
All right, we're back. All right, so Jeff asked the $64 question right before the break, Pat. Why don't you summarize that question? And
give us- So the question people ask all the time, hey, I thought I needed 5 years to protect the money. Medicaid looks back for gifts that were made in the last 5 years, but you can protect the money immediately. So it's the protection element. We can pay off the mortgage. We can transfer money from dad's name to mom's name. All that stuff is perfectly allowed under Medicaid. You just have to know the rules.
Right? Quick question. If you don't do planning, what do you get to keep and what do you lose?
So if you're a single person, you get to keep the house, a car, a funeral, and $2,000. If you're a married couple, you get to keep the house, a car, a funeral, and half up to $120,000 and some change. So all the rest of the money is 100% at risk, but it's not the money. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, life insurance, the cottage, that old piece of junk car in the backyard.
Accounts?
What's that?
Retirement accounts?
Retirement accounts, everything. Now our job is to try and shuffle it and do this and do that to protect it, which is allowed. But we need the power of attorney to do that because mom can't run to the bank. Mom can't run to the Fidelity store.
So that's critical that you need, of all the documents in the estate plan, that's the one document you absolutely
Everyone can. Everyone thinks the will is the most important document you can have. In my opinion, the will is the least important document. It's the medical power of attorney and the financial power of attorney. And then they always ask, when do I need it signed by? Before you get sick.
Yeah, because if you get too sick, you're not even conscious and capable of signing it.
And you need two people, dad, to be in charge. Well, dad can't get out of the house and mom's in the nursing home. You don't have one, so now you need the kids on the list as well, or someone that you trust.
Do they look at, when they're looking at those assets and saying if you don't protect it and they basically take everything other than those exempt things? Are they looking at both mom and dad if dad's going to the nursing home?
Yeah,
so
they look at everything.
There's nothing left for the other spouse.
Well, again, if it's a married couple, you can keep half up to $120,000. So the idea is
$120,000 if you're going to live another 20 years.
Yeah. One thing you have to watch out for too is the assisted livings. People want to assisted living, but assisted livings can be really expensive. You can run out of money in an assisted living as well.
Will an assisted living get covered by Medicaid or no?
No, that's what, again, great question, Ken. Finally, a great question out of Ken.
Wow.
Assisted livings are private pay. Nursing homes are Medicaid.
Yeah, but Pat, in order to be in a nursing home, you have to meet certain qualifications.
Right.
Assisted living is quite often a convenience for family members, but it isn't necessarily meeting the qualification of needing a Medicaid bed.
Well, that's one more great question now. Boy, we have good questions today. So a lot of people have mom in the assisted living that would qualify. So memory care and assisted living, they have dementia. That could be $6,000 a month. Mom would qualify for a nursing home and get Medicaid in the nursing home. So you have to know it's called full continuum of care. Start mom out at home. She needs someone to help her make her meals, put her in the independent living. Now she needs more care. You put her in the assisted living in the same facility. And then, oops, she had a stroke. She has to go to the nursing home, get Medicaid to pay the nursing home bill.
So, Pat, in some respects, the assisted living is almost a luxury from the standpoint of, can you afford that cost?
Yeah.
You can't afford the cost, you have to look to the nursing home?
Yeah. Well, see, the other thing is the kids feel so guilty that they have to take mom out of the house. They put her in the really expensive assisted living, and then they run out of money. Now they have to go in the nursing home.
Let me get 3 takeaways from this. Critical document is that durable power of attorney. You need that signed now. Everyone should take care of that. Number 2 is it's never too late to do the Medicaid planning. If it's mom and dad, you can save all the money. If it's just mom or dad, you can save what? Half the money?
I can save all the money if we have proper planning in enough time. I can save half of it all the time.
If you have that situation, Pat is the guy you need to talk to. Pat, thanks for taking us through this. Everybody have a great week. We'll be back next week with Law and Reality.